Yeah, get off your phone before I fight you so bad.
Don't I need it for my...
Don't you need what? What'd you say? What you need?
For topics? Don't I need my phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you... Who you talking to? You won't talk to me like that no more.
That's a big word. Hello.
You think that's fair? Everything's about that's a big word. No, let it be a little word.
No.
Yeah, it could be a little word. It don't gotta be a big word, right? How you, boo?
That's this medium word.
You alright? You alright? It don't feel like you alright.
It don't feel like I'm alright?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay. You gonna fix that?
What I'm gonna fix? I could fix something. You send your topics?
No.
Okay, well, we'll just freelance your topics.
Why?
We'll get to it.
I know.
Okay.
Maybe I freelance.
Of course. I'm sure you do.
I ain't know that you was, when I saw that day, I ain't know that's what you was doing, so, okay.
Why you ain't know that's what I was doing? Why you ain't know that's what I was doing? You could have known that's what I was doing. You too busy trying to be nosy. That's your problem. If you wasn't trying to be nosy, you wouldn't even have this problem. But being nosy is what you're trying to do. Yeah, but I love you though. Uchi Wally Wally.
Bang bang.
Oh, okay, Uchi Wally Wally. Uchi Wally Wally. Hey yo, you know last night we was last night when we was having pillow talk.
Okay.
And we was looking at someone on TikTok.
The concert?
Yeah, the concert. Hey Slim. New edition.
Excuse me.
Let me see you 1-2 step. I love it when you 1-2 step.
Did it see her?
That's the moves they were doing. But they just was not moving at that pace though. That had to be the most slowest pace I ever seen. You know how a person walking with their little back hunched over, the old person? And look, they had the nerve.
To the side. And he was like, oh, they got new moves. And they did the same thing.
Sonya, they had the nerve to try to even anticipate the crowd to prepare themselves for these moves. Hey, y'all, we doing like this.
They were showing you so you could do it.
Yo, but why they was moving so slow, though?
I don't know. Maybe it was her
Let me ask you a
camera.
question. Has New Edition ever been a fast-paced movie? Like, when you think of New Edition, have they ever been quick to it?
I think a New Edition needs a New Edition.
Wow. That's interesting. Why you say that?
Yeah.
You think they need? I think they need to change their name.
Why they changing their name?
To Old Edition. I'm convinced they just ain't got it. And what's so funny?
They didn't think the name out for growth.
Yeah.
Because when they came out,
Sorry, that wasn't New Edition that was doing that. That was Boys to Men.
Boys to Men.
Listen, Boys and Men they're not boys.
They're men. It makes sense. They're going from boys to men. That makes sense. They are now men. So there's no changing that. There you go. But
they need to be from men to elders.
Oh, like Backstreet Boys. They're now Backstreet Seniors. They're not boys. You can't say Backstreet Men. So
the question is, right?
Them names.
The question I have, right, and I really want to know this. What was that conversation like when they were doing the choreography, when they was in practice?
And they were doing choreography? The choreo. Go ahead, choreo.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. If I messed it up and I heard myself mess it up, why would I try to repeat myself and mess it up again?
It was, okay, no. Y'all doing too much. Let's do this.
Listen, do you think they used that bad boy, remember the chick from Making the Band?
A boom cat, boom, boom. No, I don't think
no. Yeah, I'm going to tell you who they used.
Who they used?
The crackhead on the street.
Who crackhead?
Listen.
Oh, just a random crackhead. Don't say nothing about crackheads. It's your daughter. Don't say nothing about crackheads.
They used somebody, but it wasn't.
Are you a crackhead? I'm the fattest crackhead you know. I'm doing it wrong.
Right.
If I'm doing bitch, you mean right?
There I go again. I don't did it. I'm pulling away. That's almost on the same token of that whale conversation. And I was not calling you nut. Damn, right. I just straight up agreed with you too. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not sorry, but I am sorry.
Yo, it is crazy because I'm doing it wrong.
You doing whatever you doing. I don't know what to say now. I'm
and
not
it
about
ain't
to.
crack.
Yeah. No. What about the people that's on Ozempic?
On Ozempic?
Hey, listen.
What about it?
Guess who popping out again slowly but quietly? DJ Khaled. He went to hiding a 4X and came out of hiding a 1X.
Who?
I'll show
I know you lying.
You want to see?
For real.
Oh, I'm gonna show you. I'm here for you.
That did he try to stress them out here to change people?
So yeah, I'm here for you. I'm only here for you, baby. That's what I love. This is what I love about the power.
See how he doing? Oh, he was really working out. All that new working out stuff
He was working out the shot.
That's okay.
Don't try to be out here selling it as like you just went to the gym. That's DJ Khaled right there, right? Look, this is what he claimed. This is what he is now. Right here, from here to the other guy.
To what other guy?
That guy next to the fat one. The guy next to the fat one.
I need to see it up to date.
That is up to date. The up to date next to him.
Scroll.
That's what he's saying he is now. That's exactly what he's saying he is now. You see fat man and medium man. What do you think?
That's not bad.
He's not coming out saying that he's on Ozempic, but he's, Hey, listen, the world is cruel.
He said, I'm just getting started. Okay.
The world is cruel, right? Because once I saw the pictures and they posted it on these blog sites, I instantly go to the comment section.
Read his page. What he got?
I instantly went to, go to this page. I went, look, you trying to have any excuse to get on your phone.
That wasn't a good pick.
Okay, I'm going to give you a better one. Yeah. But when you see those type of things, go to the comment section. They are so mean on the comment section.
But it's always going to be somebody having something to say in the comments, but they won't say it to you in your face.
They are saying it to your face.
No, they're not. They're never going to get screen.
They're never going to get close enough to.
They are never going to come out and say they're going to do all that behind the screen. But if ever you have a moment to come across somebody,
listen, they're never going to get close enough to.
Okay.
Look at him. Nah, I need him to go down.
He still got a dad bod. He just strong at the top. That's it.
I feel like honestly he was doing this already.
Yeah, and he's been more consistent. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But the comment section though.
He gotta do. Look, when the Diddy stuff was going on, it was time for him to chill.
You think he got stressed out?
It's time to sit down, whatever. And if he is doing the Ozempic while playing golf and doing stuff, he doing whatever he need to do. That's gonna help us support him.
Do you think he was stressed out though? Oh, your boo got
my bro. He can't be my boo. He's my brother now. We got nieces and nephews. I can't. He's too many kids coming around. I can't.
This nigga said her boo. He went from her boo to her brother.
That's my brother. And ain't that how it go?
Yeah, that's how it go.
That's how it go. If you like somebody and that was your boo, you kind of like them, but things ain't work out, but y'all still can be cool. So now that's your brother.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, that's your sis, because it ain't work out, but y'all still can be cool.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
Yeah, but didn't we just have a conversation about the people that saying that people ain't your brother and that ain't your sister, and y'all fucking? Y'all having sex?
Yeah,
that's what you said. You're not having any type of sexual relationships with Chris Brown. What are you talking about?
No.
Why do you pause like that?
Because I think.
What are you thinking about? There's nothing to think about.
We know that.
Hold your thoughts.
So why you going at her?
I'm eating ass.
Why you going at her?
You try to put me on the spot.
You put yourself on the spot.
This ain't about me.
Apparently it is.
Are you sure? Oh my God, yo. So how you week, babe?
My week was long.
Long, right? Shoot. I had a long 2 weeks.
Long. Yesterday, day before that, they just long.
Yeah, I can say the same thing.
Just ready to chill.
Relax.
Clean up.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
I told you I don't like her when she working a lot. House falls apart when she working a lot. Straight fall apart. I'm telling you, we more together when she ain't working a lot. Things get done. What we do today? We off today. The time that we pardon, we got so much laundry done in a short span of time. And normally,
fold it up and put it.
Right. Normally, when we doing it separately, it just seems like it just takes forever. Today, we were just in that joint, just conversating,
3 days
watching
later,
TV, and getting it done.
In the dryer.
Yeah. You need something? In the tote. Everything got done.
Where's your laundry basket? Where's your laundry basket? Where's your laundry
I ain't
basket?
seen 3 clean, straight laundry baskets in a month. They either been full of clothes or full of clothes. Either way, they've been full.
Full. Clean or dirty. That's crazy.
Yeah, but such is life. Hey, Valentine's Day. We ain't part last week.
We had a great time. We took the kids out.
Yeah, we took us all out. Everybody had a little bit of something. We all enjoyed. But I tell you what I did learn. Man, it's okay to let your wife do everything for you. They are great supporters. You know why? Let's start with the meals. I looked at that menu and I said, you know what? This is the day. I am going to order something expensive. I'm not going to Debbie down and just get chicken wings and fries or anything with French fries. I'm going to go to the grown-up side of the menu. So I said, I'm going to give me a steak. Didn't pay attention to the steak that I got. But I said, I'm going to give me a steak. And I said I was going to do it on my own. Big mistake. Food comes to the table after appetizers. We did it up with the appetizers. Everybody
I ordered the appetizer.
should have let her order my meal. Listen, meals hit the table. Kids got their pastas, whatnot, and what they gonna have. Delicious. Looks good. She gets her plate first. Then my plate comes.
My plates.
Yeah, she gets her plates. See, the problem is when there was a time where I should have recognized that they did give me an option. There was a conversation in that kitchen when they was preparing my meal. Because he bought a second steak and I turned it away. And it was there for me to take it because he knew that's what I should have been getting.
You ordered that daggone
filet mignon. Man, I got that daggone food at the table. And I looked down and in my mind, I couldn't say it because I said, I can't give in to let her know this is the disaster.
I looked at him. I said, he like, I know this ain't all this on my plate.
My God, yo. I honestly thought.
This is why we don't go to like Black Swan and stuff like that because I can't go nowhere and then after we eat and get the aesthetics and the vibes, we still got to go and get something else to eat. It can't go nowhere where the food sits right in the middle of the plate. You get this big plate, and then you got all these dots and little stuff. And when his stuff came, I just looked at it.
Y'all, they had the nerve.
I knew what it was. I knew what it was when it was gonna come.
Y'all, they had the nerve to force my entire meal to the middle of a plate. Slim, the plate is here. This is the plate. My food is here though. I'm talking about the steak, the vegetables, and the mashed potatoes, all stuffed in that little small.
And don't forget your shrimp.
And 2 shrimp. They put all that on that middle of that plate, right? The price didn't dawn on me, but I know it was an expensive meal. I don't care about that part. I'm not going to focus on that part. But then I looked over at her plate.
Mind my business. Her
steak took up the plate. They had to bring her a separate dish to get her sides on it. I said, oh my God. That meal that he gave me, that was supposed to be extra to what I was going to get.
No, don't come like that.
No, it was. My guy JC was thinking about me. He ordered a separate meal for me. He knew it. Oh, I'm going to have a talk with him. I'm going to have a talk with him. I'm not mad at the fact that the price at all. I'm not mad at the server. I'm mad at myself. I failed myself in that moment.
Because we had a good time. That salad, I was like, I want this one to be like, that salad was actually good.
I don't care. You had leftovers.
Indeed.
Sonya, I instantly looked down at my food and I said, God damn, in my mind, this is it?
It was him with the way he was cutting it.
Y'all, I had to take my time.
He just cutting.
I was so disgusted, dog. Every time I took a bite out of my steak, I kept looking over at hers thinking she was going to offer me a piece. And she never offered me one single piece. She took that daggone hot sauce and went like this. Ooh, 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 ooh. And normally when she about to eat her food, she be like, you want something before I put some hot sauce on? My girl didn't offer me nothing.
I shared with the kids.
Screw them kids. My girl didn't offer me nothing. Did the kids pay for it? No.
Dang, I did ship for the kids. And I ain't ship. That's
Yeah,
sad,
my
man.
girl. Yeah, I know. I had a good time though. But I know next time, this is it.
And kids don't play by their daddy. You talking big trash.
I'm never gonna set myself up. You got to get the best bang for your buck. And I say this to say, my barber, right? He had a rough week. We talking. Barber had a horrible week. Car accident. He at the gas station. People hits him. Boom. Right? Keep in mind, other vehicles in the shop because the check engine light came on. He needed this, he needed that. Keep in mind, he got all this done. And I said the blessing is that you had the money to be able to do it and you ain't have to wait or nothing like that. I said that's the blessing. I said, but sometimes, God forgive me, you got to say screw the blessing. Because at the end of the day, who wants to spend $2,000 in a day? No one wants to.
Be inconvenienced.
Car accident happens, right? The lady who hits him works for the same company that he's insured by, and she's insured by that same company. Process is smooth, right? She shatters the car. It's not shattered, but it's drivable, but he drops it off at the shop. So, my barber, he's not a small guy. We're not small men. He now needs a rental, right? Call the rental company. They offer him. No, he calls the rental company. He says to them, I need such and such. They say, sir, your account is flagged. He says, huh? Ticket he don't even know about. I say, oh, I've been there before, but we want to skip ahead. Now we pay this ticket. Now we're trying to get a car that's accessible to our frame and our family. My SUV is in the shop because it's crashed. You say, that I can't do anything until they assess how long it's going to take for me to get this vehicle back. But the policy states that you pay a certain amount per day. Ma'am, I cannot take no compact car.
No, absolutely not.
Ma'am, I can't fit in that compact car. But hey, I'm going to tell you, single man, more power to you. But this is the time when a woman comes into play. Sick the dogs on the Enterprise. You are the dog. You gonna get it done. And boy, did his wife do it. He couldn't get that SUV, but she got it. I don't know what y'all be saying. I don't know what y'all be doing. We be on the phone frustrated when they tell us no. But soon as we sick you guys on them, game changers. Y'all piss us off. But in that moment, I'm be honest with you. When we get told no about something that we really need, I instantly forget about everything you've done to me in that moment. Because you made this moment happen for me. Pound it. Roof. Pound dog. Yeah, listen. Something got to sick the hounds on their ass. Get this vehicle. And she did it. She called him back. Guess what, babe? You getting that SUV? And the one thing we never gonna do is ask what you said. What's the point? Who cares what you said? Who cares what you did?
Got that SUV at that compact price too.
Yeah. You see, that's a kicker too. How much you pay? No, I'm not even. How much? I'm gonna look at it. Ooh, this price is low.
At that compact price.
Oh, shoot. Over 22 years, I've seen multiple situations I've been told no to. And she's made a call and it's been changed to yes. Yes, we can. And the wife we trust.
At the end of the day, customer service is customer service. And that's everybody's everyday life, whether you look at it that way or not. When you wake up in the morning, you say your thank yous to God and go about your day, you are now in a customer service mode. With whatever it is that you do. Transactions, go to the store, whatever. Like, no, you gotta learn how to talk to people, deal with people, and then when you know that people are just trying to finagle their way and just do whatever, you're okay.
Yeah, but is that what you said though? Is that what y'all be saying when y'all get on that phone? No. No. So look, I before we get to the seriousness of this podcast, I like when I have an opportunity to go back on past things that I've said, and I can big up people that I've shitted on. I first want to start with Fatty Wap. Fatty Wap was in prison.
Fatty.
Right now he's fatty. He's Fatty Wap. He went in skinny, came out a little toner, a little bigger, a little chunkier. That ain't the Fatty Wap. Can't wanna see my way. That ain't him. This guy's a bouncer now. But anyway, hear him out, y'all.
Says, yeah, I did a few things. Yeah.
That's so endearing because here's, again, I would have been like, let me start trying to write rhymes, because I know you couldn't record there.
But I don't write.
You don't write?
No.
Where does it come from?
I have no idea.
Okay, this makes this even more fascinating, Fetty, because you have this, only other rapper that I've ever heard, there are two that allegedly don't write anything down. I say allegedly because I've never been in the studio with them.
Yeah.
They are
That ain't what I
Jay-Z.
care about.
And look,
Girl, I don't care about all that.
Well,
During this interview, say it.
Tamara.
Okay. Fatty Wap shared that he earned his GED and completed HVAC courses preparing for his life after his prison sentence in case music wasn't an option. It's amazing to me.
Guaranteed funds, HVAC.
So I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of hate while celebrating them at the same time. Because I'm going to double down a little bit on what I said a while ago when he first went to prison for being a little criminal out in these streets. It's sad sometimes that you know that what you're doing is wrong, right? But you got to be knocked off your hind horse to realize, okay, let me do this. Let me do this way. You telling me he couldn't have did this before he got caught being a criminal?
I don't think that was a thought. I think it was a thought of how am I going to provide for my family? I've been providing for them for so long at this level. I have to maintain this level.
Good job, babe. I wasn't thinking like that.
I gotta put the thing in my why you poking me?
Ooh, you all right? That's that brace face life. It's poking like it hurt? Oh my God. Why you don't walk around with them things?
Yeah, it stays.
Oh, that's too far. That's too far, babe. You're going to thug it out. I can't tell you that. I can't be you in this moment talking to the customer service person and telling them they need to thug it out.
That's a big word.
The question is, right?
You want to do whatever you need to do in that moment by any means necessary. If you at a certain level, you like, I got to maintain this because this is the lifestyle we have. And now that he went to prison, they had to sustain a different type of lifestyle. So it's like now him coming out, he don't have to be at that standard anymore because they was able to survive where they were. So it's me coming out now, a better me, and putting myself in a position for guaranteed funds. HVAC is always going to be needed.
Yeah, it is. But will it allow him to keep up with the lifestyle that his baby mama has created for his child? You know what I'm talking about. Oh,
the lifestyle that she created for that child is for her to maintain.
Sounds good.
The lifestyle that him providing and now being able to support is providing that support. People fail to realize it's not always about the finances when it comes to children. Children are more so receptive and remembering of quality time. And people fail to realize that you can work day and night every day. But I guarantee you, if you get a nanny or whatever, your child is going to respect and love that nanny and care more about that nanny than they're going to care about you. Because that person was there when you wasn't. And you like, well, if I didn't pay for them to be there, who told you to do it to pay for them to be there? Who told you to decide to put somebody else there to raise your kid and be there for your child? Who made you think that because you want to have this certain lifestyle? Remember, you want that lifestyle. But the lifestyle that we want can be so at a point where it's like, and literally in a blink of an eye, that lifestyle can be taken from us.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it's taken from you and you're put back in a situation that I can never do this, I can never be here, and you get that humbling experience and you realize all this stuff that you was doing was just to support the country and pay the country. It did nothing for you. It did nothing to support your kids. It did nothing to support your family. It just now you putting in a humble situation where a lot of stuff can be avoided.
Mm-hmm. We
do stuff out of convenience.
You know what? Before you continue to go, I can appreciate these type of conversations when they come up and it allows you to expand your mind frame. I just wish sometimes I would have less mumbo jumbo, and I can also speak in that same way that you speaking. Because I notice that a lot of times that you are better, but I think that's because you have that nurturing. I do too, but mine is in a different way than yours is. Your nurturing is like
my nurturing is actually quality time, care, being there and doing things, whatever. Your nurturing is by finances. You'll be that one to work day in and night every day, and it's like, okay, I got 30 minutes. I'm gonna give you 25 of my 30 minutes of my time so we can do whatever it is, and I'm gonna take 5 to myself, and then I'm gonna go back to burning the midnight oil.
wow, I never thought about that. And you know what's so crazy about that? I'm not offended by that.
No.
Because I think I hate that that's the mentality that a man has to have.
Babe, we're going here, we're doing this, we're doing that. You like, I don't care. This is what we're doing. You be like, who you talking to? You ain't, but that's how I have to do. I can't be like, hey, babe, you want to do this? You want to, so I have to be like, this is what we're doing. There's no wiggle room. There's no this, there's no that. This is what we're doing. But
I will, and while that sounds, it doesn't, what's the word I want to use? While that sounds like that's
controller?
No. Oh. I wasn't about to say, while that sounds like I'm not present, to be surprised why she's saying that.
I'm present. It's just that I'm saying literally, if you have, prime example, you come home from work. Okay. You get home, here it is, say it's 6:15. 6:15, come in the door, you're attacked, we talk shit, we have a grand time, you run downstairs, you may try to get yourself together, take some stuff off, get comfortable. You come right back up. Kids, we all chit chat, whatever. Hey, how's school? What went on? Da 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 da. Do this, do that. If I'm in the midst of cooking or something, and Alex at the table doing her homework, and I'm talking to her from the kitchen working, you'll be like, okay, come on, boo-butt. You'll lock in. Y'all get that done. Next thing you know, you done came in here for a little bit. Then you gone. Come back. This man done hopped in the shower. Okay, cool. No problem, babe. You gonna eat. You gonna sit down. You gonna do whatever. He like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. He'll come to the game. We'll sit, talk. Kids, Alex may say, Daddy, can we play Uno? Can we play Mario Kart? Something. He like, okay, cool. One game. We'll play it. Next thing you know, all right, everybody good? That's how it is. Like, everybody good? Okay. Dad is going to take 5 minutes to himself. That's how it is.
That kind of makes me emotional, though, because I never got that.
Yeah, and it's not like, it's like you just, it's so... You knock everybody out.
And I honestly don't never time it like that.
Yeah, you knock everybody out. Everybody, then we get in the bed, we talk our shit, have our time, talk, watch shows, whatever. Go to sleep. Get up in the morning, harass each other, like, mess with you while you sleep, get myself together.
It's crazy how we really, but I think that's important though, even though it sounds like that's a critique or that's like a negative thing. But I think that's important to make sure, like, when you come in the house, like, it's not just about you.
Yeah, but when I literally have to say,
slow down,
babe, or you be like, you and the kids coming home, whatever, I purposely stay out longer for you to have that time to yourself. Yeah, the kids could have been came home or whatever. It's like, nope, your father home, let him have a minute to himself.
Wow. I never really thought about that, yo. I swear I don't be paying attention and thinking like that. That sounds crazy, yo. That's actually really, that is how I do it. Like, I try to now though, because you dealing in my field, I'm dealing with so many people. So like, even if I wash my hands before I leave work, I want to stop and like get that together. I honestly don't even like touching her and feeling around the kids or any of y'all with my uniform on.
But you touch my damn refrigerator.
Touch the hell out of it. I will. Surely D will. Dang, yo. Never thought about that, man.
Just like the other day, I thought it was so cute. Carl had asked, he was like, Dad, can you put my do-rag on for me? And then I walked past the room and he in there brushing his hair. And I said, oh, look at him.
I think that's important to feed into your kids, though. That stuff go a long way. For a multitude of reasons. That stuff really do go a long way when you like feed into your especially your son.
I kind of wish, even though I know Alex love her locks and stuff, but I kind of wish she didn't have locks. She had hair so that you would have those moments. to actually have to like do her hair here. Because I can only imagine how she go to school.
She'd go to school a mess. I'm here to tell you now. She would go to school a straight up mess for multiple reasons.
And I used to
hate. I used to hate when you used to try to tell me, and this is some real stuff. Yeah, brush her hair up. Like when it ain't done, brush her hair up. You should see me in that daggone dining room in the morning.
Oh my gosh. It used to be when she was on the pre-K side and I get her or something. I don't know what she was like. I was telling Daddy not to do this. I told Daddy. Mommy, you know Daddy. And they hear them fuss in the morning. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious.
Oh yeah, we fuss about everything.
Daddy's supposed to be like this. I can do it. I get it. Oh yes, boo back. Come on. But yeah.
Yeah, I be trying to spread my time around because I know, it's hard out here, man. People really don't be making time for their kids, and it really do be showing in their kids' behavior throughout the day when a child ain't really fed into, like when they really not getting the love that they supposed to be getting.
But that's all they be wanting though. It doesn't necessarily have to be like spending money. Like people always think to have a good time and do stuff you have to spend money. No, it's not.
Yeah.
You can go for a walk. Y'all can play video games. Y'all can play other games. Like kids just actually want your undivided attention.
Yeah.
For a bit. That's it.
So you cool with Fatty Wap and his HVAC?
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, HVAC dude, you can't really get a lot of money.
Because who's to say that he actually going to be the HVAC person? It may be a company, and he may hire people.
That is true.
And he knows what he need to do, so he can offer those courses, and he can help other felons because he know that people going to discriminate. Help them.
See what I mean? You see what I'm talking about? Why, like, I be wanting sometimes to really. My thought process only goes that far when I'm on a rant. Like when I ran it when he went to jail.
I don't see nothing wrong
so
with
now that's why I say, like, when you talk about people on the podcast, you better be prepared. And I mean, you better be prepared to come back when they do something well and have something good to say about them. But I do wonder what Diddy's doing in jail. You think he's doing something? You think Diddy got his GED? His college degree? All of the biopics and stuff I've seen about Diddy shows that Diddy was educated.
I'm about to say, who said he didn't have a high school diploma?
You know what I'm saying?
So
I'm not surprised Fatty Wap didn't have one. You could tell. The man just said, I don't write music.
That don't mean nothing. Just because he don't write music, he's not a writer.
Lil Wayne ain't either. He don't write music.
Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with that. He's just not a writer.
Okay, my girl said, baby, won't you come my way?
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Him getting his GED. It's just him putting himself in a position of achieving something. It's not to say that he will ever probably have to use it or need it, but it's probably something that he been wanting to do, but he never had that time or that actual push to actually get it done.
Yeah.
That's an accomplishment. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And nowadays, people be like, GED? A college degree ain't shit nowadays anyway.
Hell no.
So,
hell no.
You done spend all this money on this piece of paper, but you don't have no skills.
Yeah.
And if you got the skills, you don't know what to do with them.
And those type of situations there's no need for them no more. Like folks went to school to be a journalist and all this other stuff, and now these companies are like totally wiping out. And it's based under this administration. Like you know just what it is. And folks don't really be talking about that type of stuff. That's interesting though.
What's going to keep the bills
paid
is all you need to worry about. Worrying about what other people think about it is irrelevant, because guess what? At the end of the day, what you eat and do don't make them shit, and then vice versa. So if you got to go get a regular 9 to 5 or whatever, you got to do what you need to do. And therefore you have that mentality to hustle, to grind, and not care what other people think.
Speaking of that, B. Simone said she went from making $1 million a month to now $10,000.
Oh, she got humble real quick.
Yeah, but then she also talked about why it's so important to make sure you're investing your money and not just spending your money.
It got humble real quick.
Baby girl, ain't that how she used to say? Baby girl, life will humble you, boy.
Very quick. Very quick.
You gotta also, man. You gotta be humble. Cause boy, the world will remind you that you ain't shit without us.
And you have to be able to have that strong will and determination and not care what people think and just continue to do your thing. Oh no, I'm just saying when it comes to things like
that's the only reason why I said something about that, because I know I had crapped on them. But for the most part, I was telling you earlier, who the hell wants to talk about some of the madness you keep seeing on the internet? It's almost like folks is just doing it because they just want to stay relevant.
Sure, but I did have something because my husband says when I said I'm unhinged, he does not disagree. But this lady's husband was snatched by this cartel gang. This lady, her husband was snatched by this Mexican cartel gang. She said, "Give my husband back." They took it as a game. She went and kidnapped the dude's mother.
Okay, why she do that?
What?
Why she do that?
Because she said, "Give me my husband back."
Oh.
And he was like, "No, I'm not giving you." So she did what any rider wife should do. She went and kidnapped his mother. I'd have got the kids out of everybody. Give my man. And don't play with me.
Why she kidnap his mother, though?
He kidnapped her husband.
The mother kidnapped her
No, the cartel gang leader kidnapped this lady's husband.
So she went and kidnapped the cartel's mother.
Yes, the cartel's mother.
Ooh, that's gangster. Now I understand. I'm sorry. I'm slow to the party.
She kidnapped this man's mother. And he was like, "Excuse me? Like, lady, are you crazy?" She said, "Give me my husband back.
I'm so slow to the party.
And don't mess with my family. Because I know where your family lives. I know who your family is."
Oh, my God.
I am here for that.
Yeah.
If that ain't a rider or what, bad, I'm here for
you are unhinged. But you said it and I just agreed with you. But why did I say that, though?
I don't know why you said that.
No, why did you say you unhinged? You say, babe. No, I was like, babe, I was just telling you how much I appreciate you. And you said you complete me. And I know I'm unhinged sometimes. And I don't tell you enough how much you complete me. Oh, God, you complete me. Something about the word you complete me. It just makes you...
Like, again, our love language and the way we do things is
has
completely
got better.
Unorthodox.
But it has got better.
It's our thing. And it's, but you have your... When you've been with somebody for a long time, you know people's body language and stuff. And you know when it's a moment where it's kind of like, okay, one of these I can go, he, and then it could be a day that I go here and I'm like, nah.
Yeah, you say
he don't look like maybe I should leave him alone. So what I do is when he go to sleep at night, I get on my feels in and harass and caress on him when he in his deep sleep.
For real?
Yeah.
That's you know what I noticed about your deep sleep too? Your deep sleep doing bullshit. I ain't about to hold you. Your deep sleep be on straight bullshit.
Oh.
There's sometimes I just like for instance, the other day, you should have known I was gonna bring this to podcast. The other day, right?
Last night you gave one of my moments.
Why?
I almost recorded you. I said, "You want me to play it back for you?" You was like, "You recorded me?" I did not.
No, let's not talk about that. Let's focus more on you. Right? I'm getting cozy to go to sleep, right? Shorty, she is ready. She is there. Babe, that's right into the mic. You always doing that. Like, all I hear is that's right into the mic. You don't care.
No.
My girl was like right up on my back, right? Come on. I'll do it. Oh, shit. My girl was right up on my back, and I was like, hold on. I'm getting ready to I got to get a little more comfortable.
You ain't drinking.
I am drinking. So I turned over and I looked at her, right? And my girl literally was like, right? So it was clear some serious shit. She just instantly, I'm staring at her like while she is going at it. I'm talking about mouth all open. My girl opens her eyes and looks at me. And I was like, yeah, nigga, I'm looking at you. Nigga, you snoring loud as shit. You need to get that shit together. My girl said, my girl ain't give two shits about her motherfucking snoring self. And I wasn't even offended. I turned it back over. I see, that's your problem. You don't know no better.
I don't know no better, but you gonna tell me get back on your back.
So why we doing that? More on you.
More on me.
Yeah, more on you and less on me.
You stay on your side, I stay on my side.
I mean, that's offensive. But if that's what you want to do, I want you to focus more on the fact that how you just be snoring in a nigga's ear. I can see if you snore. It's a difference in you snoring in my ear than snoring on my side of the bed. And I'll tell you this. Here lately though, your temperature is regulated now. Like, girl, God been with you, girl. You ain't been burning up like hell.
But again, when I'm on my side.
What about when you on your side?
Of my bed.
Mm-hmm.
You told me to come over there.
For what?
You invited me over.
I did. And did.
And then you should have, at a point, been like, go home.
You were not going to leave, though.
And I could have went back to
how am I
my
tell
side.
someone to go on their side when they don't want to go on their side? It's a purpose for you like I'm telling you, here lately, you don't even attempt to go on your side now. You literally start in the middle of the bed. And I'm okay with that. I just wanted you to know that day I knew you was snoring. But look, I was having a conversation with ChatGPT the other day, right?
What?
That's crazy, right?
What are y'all talking about?
Not having a present dad made it hard for me to idolize men and fully appreciate their impact on my growth. But here's the real question. Is that trauma talking or is that the ego protecting something?
You the man. You tell me.
No. What ChatGPT told me was for you to even ask me this question, and this is some crazy shit. I'm having a conversation with an AI. I don't give a shit. When you bored and you sitting there working, you ain't doing nothing but watching cars go like this. And ain't shit going on. I had to find something to do, but it brought on a topic that I want to discuss with you, and cause not even you having your father around. We talked about this before, and the impact that it played on your upbringing or the relationship that you brought up with. It's like the same with me. Like, I do have a hard time idolizing other men. I'm talking about celebrities and all that. I'm sitting here when I see other men sitting here in full tears about people they barely knew, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. I mean, I know how I idolize like superstars or people that I see. I don't even go above and beyond with that. I'm not the guy to be like, oh, I don't seen this guy and he on my favorite team, and I'm like, oh, or I need to get a signature. You know how often I don't see people at my job and I knew who they was, and I wasn't like, I'm like, oh, that's such and such. So what got me to thinking was, am I that way because of the relationship I didn't have with my father, or it's just like, or it's just a makeup, or is it an ego thing? Is that trauma or ego? And I don't know. I
think yours is both.
And that's what I thought, but they told me that's not what it is.
Okay.
They said me even having that discussion with myself is maturity.
Okay.
Because if you can have that discussion with yourself, you recognize that. Huh? What?
Them socks need to go in the trash.
Why?
It's a hole in it.
I don't care. You better not touch them. Every sock need a air pocket. It's called Reach of Life. Reaching for life.
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
So
the impact of an absent father. How not having a present dad shapes how you view authority.
Masculinity and mentorship.
Yeah, so I just want to talk about authority because the conversation we be having. If someone comes in a room and you're in that room and you've been in that room, they supposed to speak. Mm-hmm. That's why I say that. That's why I had to break it down.
When you enter a room or area,
it's rude not to.
You say hey. You ain't gotta say hey to each.
You say what's
you
up.
say hey, and everybody that's in there should catch that hey.
But if it's not presented that way, how are you supposed to catch it?
If it's not presented with a
the way that you saying a neutral hey for everyone.
A neutral hey is me saying hey. I can be like, hey, what's up, everybody? you know, type thing.
Yeah, but
if I don't fuck with nobody in there or everybody in there, I will come up and just be like, hey, what's up, mate?
yeah, but I don't be feeling like that with certain people.
You know, or you know, so that other people know I don't fuck with you. If I go to somebody individually and just greet them, then you know I don't fuck with you. That's just with anybody. But if I come in and I walk into an area and there's people in there, hey, what's up, everybody? Keep it moving. That's just like when you walk into a door or something and you know, a common area or whatever, and there's people there. Hey, how you doing? You know, or even if when I go to work and I get on the elevator, you know, and I'm getting off, you know, or somebody get off, I'm like, hey, have a good day. You know, just come. But again, you don't have to do that. That's just what the world put out there as a common courtesy of respect or, you know, type thing. But you don't have to, honestly.
I don't know. You don't. You're right. But I feel like when you're in a leadership position, it's your responsibility to do that, though. Especially when you have specific folks that's under your authority.
Yeah, that's in but again, that is your handbook. That is your job description, your protocol. Those things are completely different. Your workplace and doing stuff is different than your day to day.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm saying. And when it comes to as far as like having the absent father in the standpoint, and your standpoint from the male perspective and my standpoint from the female perspective, it was not more so of him being absent. I just didn't want nothing to do with him.
Okay.
See, that's the difference.
What about the masculinity part?
That's you. I'm not masculine.
Okay.
I'm
feminine. You're right.
That's a you. That's a you thing. Nose down.
Hound dog.
That's a you thing.
Why you tell me nose down like that?
Because you got that bloodhound.
Okay,
Like,
you're right.
But again, he wasn't absent. I just didn't want nothing to do with him, and I felt like I wasn't going to get the relationship that I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was getting from my grandfather. Mm-hmm. Like the daddy's girl type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And what made it difference from my grandfather and my uncle stuff is that they weren't my father. So the way they did things and went about things, I knew for a fact that they did these things out of love and care, but it would never be the feel that I wanted from my father.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was like, when it comes to certain things, it's like, oh, I got daddy issues. Very clear. But it's understanding, knowing, and at some point, when you have these issues, these traumas and things or whatever, growth, and a lot of people may look at this as harsh and a mean thing to say or whatever, but growth, when you've dealt, you know, when you've grown and you understand what the issue was and you recognize what your trauma is and you separate yourself from it and you work on it, it's getting the fuck over it. Like, it happened. There's nothing you can do about it now. Like, real life. And it sucks to say it like that, but it happened. And whatever it is that happened, how did you deal with it? Okay, now that you're growing and you potentially now have kids or have a child, how do you be a better person for them? How do you show them the love and affection that you didn't get so that they don't feel how you felt? And if they have a feeling of some way or whatever, how did you present yourself to them for them to be able to be comfortable come to you so that y'all can have that conversation so that they don't feel that way?
Mm-hmm.
So that's when it's like how I deal with our kids and my godson and stuff is completely different how he deals with the kids. Mm-hmm. And your relationship, like the relationships are how you present and y'all relationship.
Yeah.
Your relationship with the kids is not me and the kids' relationship.
Yeah.
But y'all have a relationship. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like me and the kids talking, communicating stuff, and trying to understand what's going on. It's like even talking with our son. I know, just like you know, when he's not in a good mood, when there's something wrong, and he be like, "No, I'm fine." We're like, "Baby, I know if something ain't right. Come on, let's talk about it." He is that he doesn't want to burden anybody. Mm-hmm. He does not.
That's me though.
He is that, and I gotta be like, come on, just do it. And then when he get it, I'm like, I don't care. That's what I said with the kids. I don't care how you say it, how I come out, curse words, whatever. I just need to know what's going on so we can figure this out and how we can work on this. And he be like, I'm like, sheesh. He sound like the little joint off of Wild Thoroughbreds.
When he started crashing out. My man, his crash outs be crazy.
And then he be like, and I'll be like,
yeah, his crash outs be crazy as I don't know what.
Got it. So how can mommy support you and help you so we can figure this out?
Yeah.
And then it's just like his shoulders go, whew.
Yeah.
So
she took that stress off of me.
It's
because I didn't know what I was going to do.
Having those conversations and dealing with things is completely different. And I just feel like from your standpoint as a male, you can only identify what your issues and traumas are, but you're so want to be that macho man, I'm him, and this is what it is, to not just be like, I am a man, but I'm a broken man because my situation with my father and how I can become a better father, a better husband, is to just be like, you know what, at the end of the day, whatever it was. I can't do nothing about it. And if ever a time does come that we cross paths or have to have that conversation, will I be prepared to have that conversation? Or will I not be prepared to have that conversation?
I'll correct. I want to correct you though. I'm not that guy. And the reason I say I'm not that guy, because I've seen someone who is that person that you say, who carry that mentality in everything they do. That woe is me mentality. I don't carry that.
Woe is me.
That's how you explained it. You was like, you feel like I'm a broken man, and you then led to.
I said you are a broken man, but you carry everything as macho.
Oh.
Like, you got this. Like, you're never going to sit here and be
complain.
like, complain about nothing. You're not.
No.
You're not. You said you're not that woe is me person. You're that macho. I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure out. But at the end of the day, if you sit on that toilet and have a moment to yourself and start thinking about stuff, you hurt inside.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, but I don't sit on the toilet. And
I'm just saying. Jesus.
You see it? I just can't. I can't give in. I can't give into it. I can't give into it at all. The more you talk, I'm like, no, I don't. I probably. Yeah, you're right. I'm that guy.
Like, come on now. Like I said, you had.
Boy, will you?
It goes to the point of, I'll be like, even when I crack jokes on you and be like, that's some gay ass shit. You sitting there going to sleep listening to some niggas.
I'm not offended by that ever. I can see the point.
You do your thing. But it's just like, why?
Yeah. I guess, but I do not be offended. When you openly just come out and be like, oh yeah, look at you sitting there, you listening to them gay dudes.
I didn't say gay dudes.
I mean, you's a gay dude for listening to them gay niggas.
Going to sleep to listen to another nigga talk is crazy.
Okay, so see, let's talk about that for a second before we move on. Then why is it okay for y'all to listen to like a freaking a audio book or something with a female talking? Why is a man looked at? See, that's some sexist shit. Cause why is a man looked at for basically doing the same thing that
it's crazy for anybody to do it.
You be on when you be on the web searching and most of it be female.
I don't go to sleep listening to nobody talking.
It's okay to listen to people talk though when you're going to sleep. Sometimes it helps you fall asleep.
It helps you, but who you listen to that helps you fall asleep is crazy. It's just like weird. It's real weird.
Why?
Like whoever what's the white sports analyst guy? Who's some people?
Who, Kevin Sheehan?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Like to hear his voice, and I'm like, dog, he don't cut that shit off.
I be wanting to put it on the daggone I be wanting to put it on the goddamn the AirPods, but then. You know, that ain't healthy either. Fuck around and get the damn AirPods stuck in my goddamn ear some shit. Or I fuck around and swallow it.
Just go to bed.
You never know. Fuck you. You know, when you snore, as I do periodically, I fucking inhale a fucking AirPod. Then what the hell am I do?
Just go to bed.
Okay. All right, Sonya. Moving on. Ain't everybody can go to bed like you. All right.
Okay.
Trust issues with male leadership. We talked about that. No, we ain't really talking about that. I mean, for me, you gotta have
a problem.
Okay. Difficult giving men credit or
Answer
appreciation.
that.
I told you I'm not as good as you are. So
Answer that.
I gotta get.
You
I gotta
don't
get
put this stuff there and then shortchange it and shit.
I gotta
No.
get to a point where I can get your
No.
over elaboration.
No.
All right, trust issues with male leadership. I don't know. I feel like I only have trust issues with male leadership when they don't make themselves available to be trusted. I think that's the most difficult part. I observe, I process, and I analyze it so much to the point. If I feel like I can't trust you, it's never gonna be easy for me to have a good relationship with. And I'm one of those type of people too. Once you show me who you are, I believe it. I ain't about to change nothing. But if you got that, I'm him, and I got it too. It's always gonna be hard. Cause what's that type of, what they call them type of men? That not macho men, but they feel like they better than other people. I don't feel like I'm better than other people. I just am. That's how I go about it.
Cocky.
And I'm cocky, yeah. And if one cocky man versus another cocky man,
It's a cockfight.
Yeah, no. No, it's not that. I'm not gonna let you do that either. Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there, buddy. You thought that was gonna fly past, huh? No. All right, get difficulties in giving men credit or appreciation. I don't know. I don't feel like that has never been a problem. If I see something and I feel like you're doing something, that's where my ego.
You'll get props.
Boy, I'm telling you, man, I see you, man.
Yeah.
You doing this or you doing that? Hey, listen, the people who know me know me. If you have a conversation with me, best believe you got a friend in me.
You got a friend in me.
Yeah, man. That's why I listen. But everybody don't. When I do have a conversation at work, when I do start talking to people be like, man, I ain't know this and that. Nigga, I don't trust you. So you never gonna know. But for the people who I've gained a sense of relationship with it, a sense of relationship with, you can tell. Like yesterday, that cake. You didn't like it, but cake.
I'm just trying to figure out.
You thought the lady came all the way outside and gave me that cake.
Yes,
no, I was walking on break and the cake came to me and she said, "Oh, you want some cake?" I said, "Yes, I'm gonna take the cake." The cake was good.
Oh, so she was walking around with cake and she just whirled.
No, she wasn't walking around with cakes on you because I wouldn't have ate it if she just was walking around with
cake.
Cake.
She had a piece of cake, but it was for you.
She went to that room and got that cake and gave it to me. She said, "Oh, you want some cake?" I said, "Yes, I'll take the cake. Give it to me." You know that? Why my hands do that? My hands are ashy. You heard them? Sound like freaking
sandpaper.
What is going on? This shit sounds terrible. But the moisturizer is great. Look, no ash. But them bitches do you, man. All right, when paint.
Last.
That's like kissing my forehead. But I'm gonna get you back. Don't worry, buddy.
What's wrong with a forehead kiss?
You can't do that.
Y'all, he hates a forehead kiss.
I lose my shit over a forehead kiss. When pain turns into protection, is it self-protection or pride?
Pride.
Why?
Because what are you protecting yourself from?
Hurt.
What hurt?
Disappointment. What have you been disappointed in certain situations? So when it comes to that situation, you're gonna protect yourself.
But who hurt you?
It may have been in your life.
But again, who hurt you?
It depends on the situation. Whatever the situation is.
Okay, so whatever
Give me
situation.
an example.
Okay, you brought it up. So praying turns into protection. It can, but again, it is your pride. Because you're protecting yourself because of what somebody else did.
And
not
the
to
other
say
person
that
is
other
not
person, you never even gave them a chance. And you're not really trying to give them a chance because of what somebody else did. That's that wounded bird. Because of past relationships and things of what other people did, you won't now give somebody else their chance. But you have to also understand when it comes to situations and past relationships, and if you was in past relationships, say you've been in 3, right? And 2 out of 3, what you dealt with in those relationships was abuse, right? The third one could have been, it could be physical, it can be verbal or whatever. It is not to say that it's a you problem, but it's also like, are you protecting yourself in a way of stepping outside of your norm? Or are you protecting yourself by still going with the pattern that you have, but you're just more so staying on guard because because of the type of person that you attract yourself to or whatever, that is bound to happen.
Oh yeah, so you almost anticipating whatever the issue is.
Yeah, you almost like if my thing was hood dudes, right? You gotta have me a hood guy, and this is who I'm going for. I'm never going to. I could be setting myself up for a whole lot of things, because at the end of the day, that will never honestly be my main personal focus, because the streets have them.
The streets.
It is, because that's
they for the streets.
The streets have them, and and that's what I'm gonna lose them to. Yeah. So I always have that mind space is either I'm losing you to the streets or I'm gonna lose you to jail. Mm-hmm. And the little time that I do have, which I may think is nice and sweet and cute, but I can be in a situation like with homegirl in the car or whatever, and they shoot the daggone car up, thinking that somebody else is in the car. Mm-hmm. So it's like, do I live my life like that because this is what I like, that crash out, that, that rate? Or do I try and really focus and sit? Some people really need to just sit with themselves and figure out, is this really, when I'm with myself and I don't have this, don't have that, did I really need that?
Oh, okay. All right. I see why you could say it's pride. Because what are you self-protecting if you're not already anticipating it? Yeah, okay. Great. Yeah. How ego can disguise itself as independence. I don't know. It depends on the situation. Independence. I do. I think in those situations, my ego probably do get in the way. Even if you've shown me in that situation who you are, I've already sheltered myself to say, okay, I'm gonna do this way. I am trying to change it. I am trying to change where I stay within boundaries, but also make sure
can't believe all my nails broke.
But also make sure I'm not overstepping boundaries, if that makes sense. Okay. So and that's not even just in work behavior. That's just in even life behavior. Because I hate to be a disappointment, and I also hate to disappoint.
You hate to be disappointed.
So I hate to be a disappointed, and I hate to be disappointed. You're right. So I guess that goes back to my pride. Yeah. Okay. Look at that. Mm-hmm. What about the part of you don't need anyone mentality? You think you had that?
That I don't need anyone mentality? No.
Yeah. I would love to have somebody. Not outside of you. I'm saying if I remember coming up, like when we were early in our relationship, I used to always tell you, if something was to happen to me, it's just me. Mm-hmm. But if something was to happen to you, you got multiple people you can depend on that's going to pick you up. And what's so crazy, I spent that's why I say it's okay to learn.
I think somebody who has that.
Now I'm about to have a point.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where I'm going to go like you was going.
Get it. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. You.
Get it. Go, babe. Go.
Now
go,
I lost it.
Go. Oh, shoot.
Nah, for real.
Dang it.
I didn't realize in the moment I didn't start realizing until probably a little while after that wasn't always the case either. I had people that I could depend on too. My ego was so strong that I didn't realize it. And that's crazy. I was talking to Carl recently. I was like, man, me and your mother, we was living in North Carolina and we was going through what we was going through. And then I started thinking to myself while we were just having that discussion, I said, dang, man, I used to say all the time, man, if something was to happen to me, I wouldn't have anybody. But if something was to happen to you, you would have multiple people. But those same people, I had built enough sweat equity with those same people that the reality was if you was to fall, of course they would pick you up with no problem. But I had built enough sweat equity as well that if I was to fall, they would pick me up too. And it was more it was explain. I mean, it was more apparent to me when your grandmother died and how disappointed your grandfather was that I wasn't in the family car and Slim was in the family car. And I said, dang, yo. And that's crazy.
But I explained to him why. Because you went to go get your grandmother. And
he still wasn't trying to hear that.
And he said, for the space that he took up, they both could have rode.
Yeah. It was even more apparent, though, that day that you went out with your friends. I'm not going to bring it up. Just fight it. Can you fight it? Fight it. I want to talk about it. Okay. I should move on?
Go ahead.
Okay. It was more apparent how important I was. You know, I was to her family, though, just on his last day. And you know, we were all working as a team to kind of like make sure that, you know, he was keeping his breathing mask on, or, you know, we knew that, you know, time was dwindling down, but we wanted to make sure that he was not in pain and that he wasn't struggling or whatnot. So it was just me, him, and Alex in the house. And, you know, we had a camera in the room, and we kind of like, so we wouldn't be just standing in the room and, you know, crowding all over him. And I looked on the camera, and he had snatched that mask off his face, right? And I kind of like, I was like, Alex, come on, we gotta go upstairs, cause Poppy don't snatch the mask off his face. And she was like, and I kind of remember it, kind of little bits and pieces. She was like, Poppy did what? He know he's supposed to snatch that mask off his face. So we get up here, and she right behind me, but she kind of not scared, but she a little timid with walking in the room. So we come in the room, and he's just sitting there with his eyes open, but he kind of looking up at the ceiling. And at this point, he's at that stage where he's not really having no conversation, but he can understand what you were saying. So I was like, hey, Pops, right? I was like, you gotta put this mask on. I said, because if your daughter, if you don't make it and your daughter not here, your granddaughter ain't gonna be too happy with me. I was like, so I can make this shit up. I can laugh about it now, but boy, it was sad as shit in the moment, because he looking at me like I'm stupid. He just staring at me, but he blinking, and I'm like, no, you gonna look. But I can, you know, men, we've always had this non-verbal communicational skill that we have with one another. So like I'm looking at him, right? He turned his head and looked at me. He was like, he literally is like taking it in. He like turned his head, look at me. I was like, Pop, you gotta put this mask on. I said, because she's not gonna be happy if she not here and you pass away. So he looked over at me. I said, so you gonna put this mask on? And he like, but he had the face like, nigga, I'm over this shit. Right? I swear to God he did. He like nigga. And I'm gonna tell you though, and this is some real shit, he really waited until she got home. He really like that. But that's why, like, while I was emotional in the moment, you gotta think about like you know, certain conversations you have with people. But and when I say, when I talk about, like, you know, I had to think about like actually having somebody that I can look up to and whatnot. And like the reality was, man, it was him. And you know, it was cool that he kind of listened to me, man. He put that mask on. He kept that mask on too, you know, up until he just wasn't doing nothing anymore. But yeah, man. Boy, it's crazy, boy, man. Life. Listen, life is one. Life will teach you so many lessons, and a lot of times in those moments, you You don't realize those lessons, and sometimes sometimes the lessons can be sad lessons, and when you see people emotional or whatnot, sometimes it don't be tears of frustration or tears of disappointment. It be like it's joy, because I'm gonna tell you, man, when her grandfather and grandmother was in this house, you could tell the love that they had one another. I sometimes sit back a lot of times and I just go and I be just watching videos and I be watching pictures or whatnot. And every time I come across like either video from her grandmother or a photo from her grandfather and just their relationship with my kids, man, I that's cool. That's real good with me, especially when it comes to my kids. That's why I like when people like, in our village show up for our kids, I'm gonna tell you how much I appreciate you, and because that was one of the things that was always important, showing up, being there, because I think that's how you build sustainability in your family tree, like having that's important, and you can tell with her grandfather and her grandmother what type of people, with the exception of one person, yawn. What type of people that they fed into these people, and it wasn't always conventional, it wasn't always right, but at the end of the day, when it was time to get together, you knew what it was. And yeah. Dog, we ain't mean to make this a snooze fest. I'm not clipping myself up. The difference between explanation and excuse. Understanding your past versus hiding behind it. I think that's one thing probably like, I never really tried to hide behind my past, but I also ain't never tried to meet it head on either. Because I'm telling you, the anxiety that I had sitting at my stepmom's funeral, thinking about the possibility of my father showing up at that funeral and how I would react, was one of the craziest times of my life.
Really?
Boy, especially because I was sitting on the outside pew and like it was just like, how would I handle this? And I said, when you think about it, right? I'd be like, man, in the moment I would have done this or I would have done that, and then I think to myself, when have I ever been in a situation where I reacted on impulse?
Nope, because you sure ain't after impulse when you keep bringing up me jacking that little boy up.
Oh yeah, I watched that. I sat there and I wanted to see that play out. Clearly that boy needed some discipline.
Just stood there.
But I'm also gonna remind you that you did it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that was one situation where it could have been like a impulsive, stop her.
I ain't stopping until after she jacked him up. And even then,
I walked over to the car. You just got in.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You won't know until the situation happens, honestly.
Yeah. And
I don't even know. I honestly, I probably think that you probably be like, oh, some sarcastic type, thank you.
Probably. You never know with me. You never know with me.
Thank you. This is, he'd be lost like, what? Thank you.
Yeah. And then, like, at what point does accountability begin? I think it begins when you recognize whatever the situation is and you try to fix it and correct it. Or you not carry whatever your past is into your current situation. I think that's when it begins. And for me, I felt like that really started to begin around 27, 28. Because I think around that time I started going to therapy. I did the therapy thing for a little bit. I actually tried to apply some of the things that they taught me when I got frustrated or when things wasn't going my way or whatnot. So I think that's when accountability actually begins. And can both, you got anything to add to that? Okay. And can both pain and ego exist at the same time? Yeah, it can, because a lot of people do it all the time. It's not healthy.
They react and do stuff out of pain, and then if somebody address them, then their ego comes to show for whatever the reason may be.
Yeah. It's not, and it's not healthy.
And the thing about it is they do it so much they don't even realize it.
That's true. Those are people that really they're pretty real good at it
Do
too.
it so much they don't even realize it. Like my sister, do it so much she don't even realize it.
That's crazy. But your sister's a little slow.
It has nothing to do with that. It's you groomed yourself to put to be a certain way, and and you realize the reactions that you get from people from that, so you're gonna play on it. Because without that, what do you have?
I think that's hard. It's hard to be around people like that, right? The people that, because I always feel like when certain people come around, that's gonna be eventually it's gonna always lead to that.
But that's the thing, because me and my sister are completely opposites. We're night and day.
I keep trying not to mention her. You keep
love my sister. You keep wanting to mention, but this is a prime example.
Yeah, you're right. I don't want to fight. You're right. Look at you. You're right. This is a prime example.
It's a prime example. You have, like, I love my sister dearly, but we are not the siblings that can coexist together for a long period of time. Because I am in that space of not wanting to go back down her trauma of memory lane. And
back down memory lane.
She's the type of person that eventually whatever we talk about, it will drift to that. And then my comments and reactions can come off very harsh and rude because I don't care anymore. Like, get the fuck over it in that moment. Is what it is. But I can't tell somebody how they should feel or how they should deal with a trauma if this is what's helping them get recognized and seen by other people.
Yeah.
Whereas I just want her to love her for her and let people see her for her and understand that you don't have to put your scars and stuff at the forefront of everyone each time to keep bashing yourself at the end of the day. Because once those people go home and do whatever they want to do, they're not thinking about you no more. Yeah. They're thinking about, dang, that's messed up. That's real fucked up that you went through that. But again, you got to go home by yourself and sit with that and be like, oh my gosh, those people felt bad for me. And then you really don't want people to feel bad for you, but you keep putting it out there for them to feel bad for you.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
That's my host.
Yeah. And no matter how many times you tell them, girl, you need to get the hell over it. They ain't gonna ever get over it.
It's like you don't have to tell everybody that you meet and become a friend with the full details of a situation.
Yeah.
You had some childhood trauma, you had some issues and stuff. Cool. But don't do it in front of me around people. And then they look at me, because I'm gonna be like, I don't know nothing about it. Yeah, we grew up in the same household, but I was not privy to that. I had nothing. So whatever.
And don't get mad at me because I ain't had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. And don't try to sell it like, no, I don't. I don't.
Do we reject what we never experienced? Yes. Mm-hmm. You just said it. You literally just said it. Hell yeah. If I ain't never experienced it, why? But that's me saying the complaining part. I try to limit my interaction with people who complain a lot, because sometimes you when you put yourself in a situation with people who are always complaining about the same thing and not doing nothing about it, you dare whatever their issue is can possibly become your issue, or certain issues that you may not have had but you've seen traits of that. Now it's a full-blown issue for you when you had already told yourself, man, I'm letting that fly because they ain't got nothing to do with me.
But it's not to say that you reject it on the first pass. First pass of hearing about something, you like, oh my gosh, like, what can I do to help? How can I support you? And what can, is there anything that I can do? Who can I contact? Different things like that. That's your first intention as a genuine person, is how can I help? Yeah. How can I support? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if we went down this road, right? Mm-hmm. 6-7 months later, you still doing the same game. At that point, I am now like,
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to say. I already asked, how can I help? How can I support? And I did this. Apparently what I did wasn't enough. Now it's time for you to outsource. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to hear no more.
Yeah, don't tell me about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow. We getting to it. I think we are getting to it. And I'm actually having something to say in these conversations.
But this is a masculinity.
It's a masculinity conversation, but I don't know. When I was thinking about this conversation, I was like, there is certain things that she can lend her opinion to based off of observation or based off of just things that she's observed or whatnot. So I'm sorry.
Oh no,
I listen.
It's fine. I just felt like if I had a better father in my life outside of my father figures of my grandfather, my uncle, my grandfather was old. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And my uncle was doing his thing. So it's like certain things I can't go to them about. Like, I never went to my uncle and my grandfather about boys. You know, I've never had that actual, what they would call, no, I'm going to say what Joe said, fucking conversation. Conversation about fucking. I've never had that conversation with my parents.
I have all the conversations with my son.
But yours are so...
Oh, this just straight to it. Ain't no hiding. Ain't no walking in. Ain't no training wheels. Ain't no training. Ain't nothing. We get right to it. We talk about bull daggers and purses and bags.
And that has nothing to do with him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, it didn't have that. So going out and meeting dudes and doing things and hanging out and stuff, looking for things that I should have never been looking for. Or the affection of love of a man that I should have never received outside the streets. It should have been within at home. But I didn't get that because I didn't want nothing to do with my sperm donor. So.
Yeah. And I wouldn't want nothing to do with a sperm donor like yours anyway. That nigga had a motherfucking donk. That nigga had more ass than he had belly. Every time he walked, he had that you know what's the homie the clown? He had that homie the clown body. Every time I used, hey listen. One thing I liked about our dog Gucci, that nigga will tell you who you should be cool with and who you shouldn't.
Just like Alex. Alex would never go to him.
He never ever could deal with Rochelle.
Oh no.
Oh my God, he would growl at her ass, boy.
I miss my man.
He would growl at her ass, dog. He would go under the table and sit close to whoever's near, either me or her, mostly her.
Oh my gosh, when Carl was born, and my uncle used to come over every week, and he brought her twice, and Gucci did not play. My uncle could hold Carl, but she could not.
My man would be under the table with his head on his hand, not even head up, and all you hear. Just growling.
If she got up, he got up. Where's she going? Is she going out the door? But yeah, I don't. Oh my God, I don't think that's ever something that kids be knowing.
Oh yeah. You told her. You said that all the time.
Kids and pets be knowing, and the biggest thing is us as the adults and parents got to pay attention. And we can't always tell our kids, oh, you're just a child. You don't understand. Stay in a child's place, all that stuff. Because when they do that and they're being innocent children, people take advantage of that. Mm-hmm. People take so advantage. So I was so glad that Alex was never the kid that want to go to him. And I'm not that parent to force him, but like, go sit over, go give him it. Absolutely not. My daughter don't want nothing to do with you. She ain't want nothing to do with you. And Carl, he just ain't come around. They come in, he go to the room.
Yeah, that's with anybody though.
Bye. You know, it is what it is.
Carl be doing that with everybody.
Yeah, but if he likes you and he bangs you, Carl will come out. He'll warm up, you know.
Yeah.
But he don't want you in his space though.
Yeah, mind your business.
Can't be in his. It's that. I don't know. It must be a Capricorn thing.
That's true.
Cause Muse like that too.
Yeah.
It must be a Capricorn thing.
Got to be. All right. So we reject what we never experienced. Learning manhood without the blueprint. I can talk about this a lot. I used to be. That is always my message to Carl. Like when we just having that son to father talk, because we just had this conversation last night. I said, man, growing up, I didn't have an opportunity to have someone that was kind of feeding into me, giving me information, because I feel like a lot of the things that like your fathers go through, it's a possibility you gonna go through it too. This is a recycled behavior lifestyle we live in, father and mother. It doesn't matter what it is. Like if you had situations where you was rejected as a child or in high school, I've been to that and I can tell you how I got over it and struggled. Or you've had a situation where you wanted to talk to somebody and you didn't feel confident or think you can actually have that ability to get that person. That was a fight with yourself. So I've been through that. Or like the conversation we was having last night about his English test and the things that I went through and how I struggled a little bit with English as well. And him, we just having that conversation and being able to have that talk about that. And then we was able to talk a little bit about finances. But that's the things that I sit there and I stop sometimes and I be like, man, dang. Boy, if I just imagine if I got this information when I was growing up. And I had this information from somebody, and this is how you raise people to avoid these situations. And now if they don't avoid them and they had all the information to avoid it and they still say, yeah, I want to do it this way, that's on them. You feel me? That's on them. Finding mentors later in life. So for me, that came with my wife's grandfather. One of the biggest lessons I never forget, and he sat me down and told me, he was like, man, when you make promises to people, stand on it. No matter what it is. He was like, if you tell somebody you're going to be there or you tell somebody you're going to do something, stand on it, because that goes a long way. So that was one of the things. I was 22. No, what the hell? Damn, I'm old. Shit, I was 17 when I met her grandfather. And shit, he ain't have to allow me to pay rent to stay with them. Would not let me sleep downstairs. And I can say it now, I was down there. Boy, I was down there. Boy, when you went to sleep and you was gone, I was gone. I was not in that living room, buddy. I hope you hear me now, buddy. We was doing it and doing it and doing it now.
Hey, yo, wow.
Growth questions for the audience. Are you healing or just protecting your pride?
Protecting your pride.
Have you mistaken ego for strength? Yo, I hope y'all take this conversation that me and my wife had, tears and all, laughs and all, and I hope this actually helps one person. It doesn't matter if it you know what I mean? If you don't like it, of course, you can keep on scrolling. But I hope y'all guys enjoyed this podcast, man. This has been episode 231 of MTMJ Podcast with the wife.
Excuse me?
Follow us on socials, all socials. MTMJ Production is the social handle.
What to say? 31 what? 31 shots? We want to say shots or something? What's going on?
MTMJ Production is the handle for majority of our platforms. You can find us on Instagram at MTMJ Behind the Podcast and MTMJ Podcast with the Wife. Follow our link at and LinkedIn /MTMJ Productions. Follow us on Patreon at Patreon /MTMJ Productions. You got your Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and any streaming site that you want to listen to the podcast. Follow us on there if they allow you. And we thank y'all for listening. We thank you for watching, and we out. Peace.